Hello Pisces, welcome to your September of 2019 astrology and tarot reading. My name is Jai Gobind. This is your channel for grace. Thank you guys for subscribing, for hitting the notification bell and giving this video a thumbs up. And I appreciate everyone who's recently subscribed. I love watching the channel grow. We are going to go over 7 major astrological events that are happening in September and how they're affecting you in your chart, in your houses. And also I'm going to do a reading for Pisces, Pisces rising, Pisces moon, and Venus with the tarot cards. So we're just going to get right into it. If you want more details about these events that I'm going to talk about, watch my September video, the astrological forecast for 2019, because I go into detail, I show you the charts, and it's a really cool way to also start to learn a little bit of astrology yourself. So we begin this month with a very strong drive to get organized and get things moving. And this is on the 1st and the 3rd. On the 1st, we have a Sun conjunct Mars, and on the 3rd, we have Sun conjunct Mars and Mercury, and then Venus is kind of right there with it. So all of this Virgo energy is happening in your 7th house of relationships, which might inspire you or give you the urge or the drive to work with relationship patterns, relationships in general, to figure things out, to get organized about, who you want in your life, who are the people what relationships are working out and what relationships are not working out. So that it's important because there's a lot going on in your 8th house of endings and beginnings, also death and money, but mostly endings and beginnings. And so there's a lot of themed energy going on about endings and beginnings this month. So you got to figure out which relationships are working and which are not, because the ones that are not, that's got to end, because there's a new beginning coming, and it's going to be very powerful for you this month. The full moon in Pisces is happening in your house, your 1st house of self-identity. Like, this is who you are. This is your full moon. It's going to be really beautiful. It's going to be really powerful. There's going to be a lot of aspects going on with the moon. It'll be opposing the Sun, Mercury, Mars, and Venus conjunction. It's going to be squaring Jupiter, semi-sextiling Uranus, conjuncting Neptune in Pisces. That day, sorry about that, I just got a phone call, but that day is going to be very, very powerful for you. And it's also going to be trining the North Node. So this energy is going to be so potent. You definitely want to kind of stay on top of it and feel the like your essence through it. Whatever comes up for you on this full moon, know that it's something that's coming up because you need to deal with it and you need to work with it. Mercury and Venus are moving into Libra right after the full moon, and they're conjuncting at 0 degrees. So the energy starts to kind of switch over to Libra as we start to move towards the fall equinox. So this will also be opposing Chiron. So this is in your 8th house and your 2nd house of finances. So 8th house of endings and beginnings, 2nd house of finances, and what you value and your ability to be in the physical world, the things that make you feel safe, the things that make you feel secure, and in your life. So when this happens, this opposition to Chiron is actually going to be bringing up wounds that have to do with feeling like we're not good enough, and also feeling like we can't really communicate. Feel like throat chakra blockage. When this stuff comes up for you, look at the areas in your life where you feel like you're not making enough money. Maybe you feel like things in your life aren't quite aligned. They're not really feeling, comfortable in a space where that you want. Those things come up because you need to figure them out and you need to resolve them and you need to move forward. And then when the moon conjuncts Uranus on the 17th in your 3rd house of communication, and it quincunxes Mercury in your 8th house of basically death, sex, and money, you're going to feel this activation of a different way of thinking and a different way of feeling. And you are a very, very emotional being. You are a very, very sensitive being, and you need to make sure that you're not getting lost in your emotions this month. So with this Uranus activity here, and this being with the moon, your emotions, and with Mercury, the mind, it's going to ask you to really start to think outside the box. Switch it up. What if you thought of it this way? What if you felt differently about it? Those things are going to be coming up that day. Saturn will go direct on the 18th in your 11th house of friends, and also with what you want to share with the world. So you're going to feel very ambitious and determined to share your gift with the world. That's going to be really, really beautiful. It will oppose the moon in Cancer on the 23rd in your 5th house of creativity. And that's going to feel a little bit like the obstacles come back. And then we have to like really kind of hone down and be like, no, I got this. I can do this. I'm good enough for this. I got all I need right here, all my strengths. These are my gifts, and I'm going to share them with the world. That's what it's going to feel like for you. And the next day we move into the fall. The sun moves into Libra. Energy really switches. We go on an inward journey to let go and release anything that does not serve us anymore. These are endings, and it is a very much a time of retreating inwards and winding down for the year, which some people love that and some people hate it. You can have a love-hate relationship with that one. We end the month with a new moon in Libra happening in your 8th house. So this will be a time for you to set intentions about what you want in your life to manifest, what you're ready to let go of, and what you're ready to manifest as well. That will be the opportune time to harness that intentional energy for yourself. So let's burn a little palo and pull some cards for you. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, teachers, for being here with us today. Thank you for clearing the energy of the cards, as well as my energy, so I can be that open channel for the wisdom and the intuition and the messages to flow through to you guys. So let's shuffle these cards. That one just wanted to come out. It's the World card. That's your intuition. All the 4 elements in here. 2 of Wands, balancing between scientific aspects of life and like spiritual aspects of life. It is about like spirituality for sure. The overall theme for Pisces is what's the overall theme for Pisces? The Page of Swords, interesting. And the wisdom from the ancestors for Pisces. The Emperor. We're also going to pull an animal card. Remember, this is for Pisces, Pisces rising, Pisces moon, and Venus in Pisces. What's the animal that's going to guide Pisces for the month of September? The moth. Oh, right. I'm going to verify one card before I start with this reading, but we do begin with the World. You're moving into a completion period, and I have a feeling it's going to be activating in you. This almost feels like a higher state of awareness for you. It feels like a higher state of awareness will be coming through, and you're going to feel like, wow, you've completed a certain period, a certain time of your life, and now you're stepping into a whole new energy. You're going to be learning something new, learning to balance yourself, learning to balance your spirituality with your body, your ability to be really highly intuitive and also be here in the present, in the now, balancing the scientific aspect of things and the spiritual aspect of things, and this fiery energy, also balancing the divine feminine and the divine masculine. A lot of like coming together, like unifying energy. The Page of Swords is physical and mental agility. So you could be receiving a message, or you could be perceiving something in a different way. The message might, it might be good, it might be bad, depending on, how it comes and how it feels. But you're going to be receiving definitely energy of perception. And you are Pisces, so that's natural for you. So I would say listen for the messages. The Emperor is the Aries energy. The Emperor he's the king. He's, he builds his kingdom. He's in his power. And I do feel you stepping into your power. However, your power is not so much Aries-like as it is very intuitive-like and very deep, in-depth, spiritual, connected to the unknown and a different reality. Also, again, pointing towards a shift in consciousness. The Moth can be impulsive, hasty, and also very wishful. The Moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind Moth personalities that life is complex, no matter the illusion, which Pisces can get caught up in illusion. No matter the illusion, here's the message. No one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. What beautiful words. Very, very true. Be in the present moment. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Be in the present moment. Connect with who you are, but in the right here and now. Use your gift of intuition and psychic abilities to really figure out how to express yourself right here in the now. And that guidance will help you find that balance in your life. It'll help you to see this new shift in consciousness and truly step into more growth and way more healing in your life. I hope that resonated with you, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing month, and I will see you again next month for your October astrology and tarot. Sat Nam.